Hi everyone, I'm going to do some favourites for November, although technically I suppose it's more like a September, October, November favourites because I haven't done one in a long time. It's quite brief, not too long, no. I shall start at the top of my head with Aveda, Smooth Infusion, Naturally Straight, Progressively Loosens Curls for a Straight Style. This has been out for a while, I think since late summer, could be wrong, summer. But I just find when I use this, I don't have to rely on the straighteners as much, which can only be a good thing. And it nips all frizz in the bud. So, loving that. Body, two for body. The first one is Clinique Deep Comfort Body Butter. Clinique are usually overlooked when it comes to some of the better body products because they're fragrance free. They tend to be on the more affordable side than on the super luxe side. And this, coming into winter, being super... It's weird because it's a really thick consistency, but it doesn't feel greasy on the skin. It completely absorbs. So I've just found it really good for keeping me, especially post any kind of waxing or shaving, really soft and acting as a nice barrier, if you like. On my arms and chest, however, I've been using Elemis Frangipani Monoi body cream. I cannot be doing with the bottles that this original oil came in. They have that tiny little hole at the top and it takes forever to get some out. And I'm not the biggest fan of body oils per se, I prefer a cream. This smells amazing. Oh, and it's one of those that's subtle enough that when you put it on you can still wear a fragrance, but if you catch a whiff on your clothing or on your arms later in the day, you kind of catch yourself and go, ooh, don't I smell nice. Again, this is around the 20 something mark. So Frangipani Monoi body cream is Tisha Monoi oil, tiara flowers. Yeah, beautiful. Just smells of summer, but also just subtle enough to not be like a big bang wallop of Frangipani Monoi body cream by Elemis. Loving that. Next up is a moisturiser from Kose Cell Radiance. Kose is fairly new to the UK. It's exclusive to Blow Limited, online and in their stores. I worked with them last week and really love the moisturiser in particular. It's Rice Power 11 is the extract that they've trademarked. It's no surprise that a brand from the Far East uses something that is all about utilising the power of rice. It's been used in products that have come from that region for the longest time, but for good reason. They're nourishing, they're softening, they're good for eczema, they're good for acne. It kind of covers a multitude of sins. And the moisturiser in particular has that lovely, I'll show you, has a lovely thick texture, but it absorbs almost instantaneously, doesn't leave any residue, and isn't greasy or tacky, which is perfect for under makeup. Have I covered my nose in it? Perfect for under makeup and or over serums. It's a really good layering product, which we all know I love. And Kose's, I think it's the third biggest brand in the Far East, which is some good going, and frankly it's overdue coming to the UK if that's the case. So welcome to them. On top of that, well actually no, as well as, on top of is the wrong thing to say, as well as that, we are coming into citrus season in the UK, so satsumas and clementines are everywhere. I love them. They, however, do not love me, and I had sort of constant flushing on the skin and acne, which is not attractive. I've managed to sort of get rid of it. I know it stems from citrus. I shouldn't do it. It's not that I'm allergic, it's just that I'm extremely intolerant. My skin doesn't like it. This, from Clarins, Skin Beauty Repair Concentrate, has been around forever. Probably one of the facial products I've been using for the longest time, easily since the 90s. Is a beautiful oil, SOS treatment for sensitive skin. Really gentle, knocks any redness on the head, but is super light, doesn't feel cloying, doesn't feel heavy. And that's been used a lot the last month or so. Next up, on top of that, which actually is Clarins again, so we might as well get it out of the way. Liquid Bronze Self Tanning. This is about 3/4 of the way down as it settles. I like being a bit browner. It doesn't suit me being really pale. This is subtle enough that you have colour, so you look healthy, but you don't look orange. No one wants to be orange. And I've been using this sort of every other day on top of my morning moisturiser. Just wash your hands after use. And if you're just going about your day, you sort of forget that you're wearing it, and then you catch yourself and think, oh, I look healthy. It's this. Fake it till you make it. Next up, we're whizzing through. I'm being quick. See, get them out there. My previous video was empties, and in that you would have seen the Pixie Flawless Beauty Primer. When that ran out, I had to go for something I already had in the drawer, and I had this, which is Tom Ford Illuminating Primer. This is different to the Pixie in that it's white, but it still gives a great glow. And really makes the skin glow and shine, but not shiny. That would be good. That wouldn't be good. It's also, because it doesn't have any colour, it's also good for reinvigorating your makeup if you want to go out in the evening but you don't want to redo your whole face. So you can just put some on and press it around and it'll give a lot of radiance. That has been a lovely substitute for the Pixie, which I'm still going to repurchase because it's probably one of my faves, but I've loved using this. Okay, there's 3 lipsticks from one company, one from another. The one I'm wearing is Charlotte Tilbury Red Carpet Red. This is a matte, but I used it on top of the lip gloss I was wearing before. I like this colour. If I talk like that, you'll be able to see the lipstick. It's, for me anyway, it's a bluey red, but it just lifts the face, and red lips are always good for making your teeth look a bit whiter. So I'm loving that. And then 3, because I couldn't pick just one, from Delilah. You would have seen Delilah on the blog. It's a new English company, or British, but English. Tango, Stiletto and Vintage. Tango I wore last week. Gorgeous orangey coral. Orangey coral. Quite bright, but good colour, not wimpy. Stiletto. Look at that for a pink. Oh, pretty. Stiletto is just a really massive pop of pink. And Vintage. I think Vintage is my favourite name for a lipstick ever because you know exactly straight away what colour it's going to be. Ta-da! Really sort of 1940s, deep red, but not pillar box red. Everyone says pillar box red is sort of that look. I don't think it is. They always had that bit of extra oomph. This is extra oomph. Me likey. And then the last one, I have kept it quick, is very personal. I'm just going to reach and get this off my arm. Is personal to me because I'm always hesitant to recommend supplements, especially via YouTube. On the blog it's easier to sort of have a disclaimer and say how you use them and who they're for. These are Beauty Works West Youth. They're recommended for women over 40. As I'm 23, why am I taking them, I hear you ask. I know. Amino acids and marine plant extract. All I can say is, for me, I went through a period where I hadn't taken these for a couple of weeks. You know when you just sort of have them at the side of the bed but you just forget? And I definitely noticed a slump in my energy levels. It also corresponded with the same time that the whole citrus bacne thing happened, so maybe it was just me taking my eye off the ball. But these you take 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I love these and I definitely see a difference when I use them. As I say, I can't speak for you, and if you do any kind of supplementation, if you do take any supplements or do any kind of supplementation, talk to your doctor, make sure you know about any contraindications. But for me, these work. What can I tell you? I think that's it. Hair, body, face, makeup, fake tan, lippies. Yeah. Thank you for watching. My next videos, which are going to be much longer and I'm going to have to split them into 2, is the backup videos. I can see them off to the side of the camera, and that's why I'm looking a bit like, because there's loads. Maybe that'll be 3 videos, hopefully 2. Thank you for watching, and I shall hopefully be around a bit more often. And I'm going to change into a different hoodie because frankly it's still freezing. Bye!